Okay, this is LaDonna with And She Saw Stars. I'm in Detroit and here for my mom's funeral. I've been around and I've encountered like instances of racism. It's been abhorrent and I've not liked it. A little bit at the Yard House over in Big Beaver. I've encountered some racism there. I don't like that at all. But this is maybe just a warning, okay? For those of you who go, you might encounter some racism. Um, the I'm gonna sort of ignore them all, but I am going to go to Nikki D's, which is a Coney Island place on Woodward by 13 Mile Road, I think. I went in there and there were people still sitting in, eating or whatever. And when I went up to the door, it said they closed at 9. I got in my car. It was 8:47, and I went to the door. The door was not open. Okay, it was locked or whatever. And I sort of stood there and I knocked. I said, "Are you guys closed?" She told me yes. It didn't make sense that they should be closed. Or they closed at 9 or whatever, and people were still sitting in there eating. You should still be able to go in, and be able to say, "Can I get something to go?" or whatever. It looked very odd, and I was going to write it on my blog, and I ended up sort of passing it by because I said maybe it's just something weird with the hours. But today I'm going to write it up because I think it was something racist. They can fix their hour doors, and if they're closed and it's supposed to be, like 9:40, 9:18, yeah. Um, I'm going to talk about the 8:47. I think that was on my car clock, and then when I turned on my phone clock, it was 9:18. Either way, what should have been is that the lights were out and nobody should have been in there, and they were supposed to have been closed. So, at any rate, that should hopefully clarify that point. But the bottom line is no one should have been there if they were closed. So I felt something was wrong there. I never seen that before. Nikki D's looks like a cool Coney Island, and I'm a big fan of Coney Island, especially when I come home. So I'm writing it up here on my blog, and then people will look at it and put it on YouTube channel and blog it or whatever. But today certainly was the last straw. I went to Starbucks, one on Telegraph Road, and it's like going south. Okay, and I have the address. It's like 26 something. I'll look it up. But it's on Telegraph, and there's a lady there named Mandy. I've been to the place twice. Every time I go there, I get some sort of racism from her. There's some guy working there the other day, also very sort of racist or whatever, odd. But the bottom line is when you get to the little place where you order, some of them have little videos so they can sort of see you while you're placing your order or whatever. Anyway, I placed the order, and I always get sarcastic remarks, and I come up, and then Mandy's sort of there acting like an oddie, and then being sort of strange. Now, one time you could be strange, second time you could be maybe strange racist, and then after that you come around and you're fucking racist. Okay, now I asked for a mint tea, and mint tea tall with coconut milk. And the script went by, excuse me, mint tea, do you mean mint? I said, yes, your mint? And then it was like mint medley. I said, oh, yeah. Normally you only have one mint. But I said to the speaker, I said, yes, unless you have more than one mint. And then she said, you mean like in a bag? And that's when I said, okay. I said, are you blonde? Okay, because you sound like a stereotype. Anyway, I said, she said, excuse me, you should not talk to me in that way. All right, now, I'm going to break it down, sort of racism. Anytime you get like a lead, a hook into some sort of drama, that's a racist. That's also someone that feeds off of drama and a vampire. What you do is you normally ignore that type of bullshit. Unless they want to press, then you drive around. I usually don't indulge, and I come around and I talk to you direct. I got out of my car and it was at the window, and I said, I want to talk to the manager in my mind, and I waited for them to open. Instead, the black guy who was standing there next to this Mandy lady pulls out a phone, and then they start to videotape me. First thing they open the window, I said, Mandy, every time I come here, because I looked at her name, I said, I get racism from you. Every time. I said, what's up with you? They're recording. I don't know about the black guy or whatever, and I don't know why they feel they should record versus coming up to the window and saying, what's going on? Sorry, we didn't hear your order or whatever, or is it okay? Are you opening or whatever? Open the window. Or, is everything okay? Okay? This is not a bank, and I'm not like that. I'm in a dress to go to a funeral, and they know they did wrong. Okay, so anyway, I would boycott Starbucks. Okay, I'm going to tell my church about it. I'm certainly going to tell relatives about it and blog about it. I'm going to write Starbucks direct. And then I'm going to, if possible, maybe talk to the governor about it. Because there's a problem with racism in Detroit. And it's something that she should be doing. And that's Miss Gretchen, I know is her first name. Whitaker, I believe, is her last name. And they should get on it. There should be no excuse for racism. I was in the military, and there's zero tolerance for that type of crap in the military. When you go buy stuff, I don't want to hear your crap. You know, sometimes people have problems and stuff like that, and you can allow for that. That's why I say, are you blonde? Are you being for real? Okay? When I show up and stuff, and then now you videotaping me, then I think there's a problem. There's a problem that you think you're important, and you think that I'm, like your slave or something like that. You've seen me 3 times at this place, and it can no longer become my Starbucks. Okay? I can no longer buy anything here, and you are no longer viable as a brand, a commodity, and I cannot trust your products. That means I cannot trust you. And it means I don't want to come to you anymore. Okay? Now, when I post this, hopefully people will look at it and they will boycott or whatever. Or Starbucks will get some more complaints from other places where they've experienced racism. And then hopefully something will generate, and then we'll see from maybe even the governor's office some sort of activity. And then and that would be great. Whenever you encounter racism or any type of what I would call like emotional drag or emotional drainage, or people trying to take your energy or whatever, always say, God help, and then go in. You're the one that's there on the streets, in the boots or whatever, so you're the one that's there to report. It doesn't matter what it is. Any type of psychic leeching or emotional leeching or physical abuse and that nature is not warranted, and I didn't pay for that. Alright, so anyway, this is LaDonna, and She Saw Stars. Okay, if you have any questions, you can check out my blog, andshesawstars.com. Alright, take care. Okay, bye.